Good evening, Britain sports fans, and welcome to this live stream broadcast of tonight's MIAA basketball contest between the Britons of Albion College and the visiting Hornets of Kalamazoo. Tonight's basketball game is brought to you live from Kresge Gymnasium on the beautiful but cold campus of Albion College. My name is Leslie Fritz. I'll be with you for the next 2 hours or so as we watch the 8-1 Albion Britain women's basketball team take on the 2-6 Hornets out of Kalamazoo. Coach Doreen Carden, the long-tenured coach here at Albion, has her team off to another good start. They come into tonight 8-1, as I said, but coming off their first loss of the season, Saturday at Hope. Albion came within 2 points of upsetting the number 5 team in the nation, falling 45-43. We'll see if tonight's game can be a bounce back for Coach Carden's basketball Britons. Coming into tonight's contest, the Hornets of Kalamazoo College are just 2-6, but they come in on a winning streak, having won on Saturday at Grace Christian College. Tonight is the third MIAA game for Albion. With a mark of 1-1, they look to get back on the winning track. Kalamazoo has played only one MIAA game, and they are 0-1. We are about 3 minutes from tip-off tonight. Before we get started, let's take care of just a couple of items of housekeeping. There'll be a couple of players fans are used to seeing in the action who are not with their respective teams tonight. For Albion, number 33, Angelina Mendieta, will not dress. She's still suffering from the effects of a sprained ankle. And for Kalamazoo, number 4, Jasmine Fannings, is not with the team tonight. So both coaches will have just a few less players on the bench they can turn to when substitutions are needed. Coming into tonight's game, the starting lineups will look much like fans are used to for Albion. The starting lineup, we will meet shortly, will consist of 2 seniors. Emily Burness, 5'11 senior out of Waterford Kettering, and Evelyn Wishmeyer, a 5'11 senior out of Lake Orion, will be joined by Rain Hinton, a junior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Amanda Larson, a sophomore out of Howard City, and first-year player Elena Welker, who comes to Albion from Dearborn Heights. Tonight's contest will feature 3 of the MIAA's top scorers and 2 offenses that are used to putting up quite a number of points. The number 2 overall scorer right now in the MIAA by average is Isabel Clark, who will wear number 24 for the for the Hornets tonight. She comes into tonight's contest with a 16.3 points per game average. Albion is home to the number 5 and number 6 scorers in the MIAA coming into tonight's action. Rain Hinton averaging 15.6 points per game and Elena Welker averaging 13.7 points per game are the team's 2 leading scorers and in the top 10 for the MIAA. So we don't know exactly what we'll see in tonight's action, but we are certain it will likely consist of a lot of points scored. As you can see, the teams are heading to their respective benches. We will, in just a moment, have the PA announcement and introduction of tonight's starting lineups. fans here in the stadium are hearing tonight's public address announcer remind them that the MIAA, the nation's oldest athletic conference, promotes good sportsmanship, and that respect for student athletes, coaches, officials, and fans will be expected. It's a small crowd tonight, given that students are on Christmas break here at Albion College, but the expectation remains the same, that all participants, both in the competition and in the stands, are loud and proud in support of their team, but are positive. The national anthem, played over the public address system here in Kresge Gymnasium, signals that we are ready to meet tonight's starting lineup. The public address announcer will handle the introductions. The starting lineups have been announced, and play is almost ready to begin. For Coach Katie Miller's Kalamazoo team, the starting five will consist of seniors Sierra Frazier, Maya Guff, and Georgie Andrews. Team's leading scorer Isabel Clark, a junior from Dearborn, and Caitlin Tidy, a sophomore from Lawrence. Albion will start tonight's game seeking to get off to a hot start, as they have been able to do in each of their contests so far this season. In every game played thus far, Albion has had a lead at the half until Saturday's contest. The tip is controlled by Albion, Evelyn Wishmeyer has it underneath. Emily Burness takes the first shot and makes the first shot of today's contest, a three-pointer. Albion starts with a little bit of full court pressure. And that pressure results in a turnover. Georgie Andrews unable to control the ball once she got into the front court. So Albion will once again be back on offense. Number 3 is freshman Elena Welker, who brings it up for Albion. She's not stopped by the defense and easily puts in a 2-point basket to make it 5-0 Albion early on. More pressure in the backcourt for the Britons. Once again seems to have Kalamazoo struggling. And in fact, the pressure results in a 10-second violation. Kalamazoo failed to advance the ball past half court in the 10 seconds required. That's turnover number 2, and Albion will once again be back on offense. Wishmeyer gets it down to Welker on the base, back outside once again to Emily Burness, and Burness hits another three-pointer. And it is a quick 8-0 lead for Albion. There's a steal and a score from number 10, Amanda Larson. And just like that, Katie Miller is forced to call a timeout to try to calm her team down. She will attempt to come up with something in the huddle to help them handle this Albion pressure, which so far in 4 possessions has resulted in 4 turnovers. Emily Burness, the early scoring leader for Albion. She's 2 for 2 in the early going on 3-point shots, picking up right where she left off. Burness hit 2 critical three-pointers in the closing minutes of the game at Hope on Saturday as Albion mounted a furious comeback against the number 5 team in Division III basketball. They fell just a little bit short, but Burness's 2 3-pointers at the end of that game brought Albion within 2 points, giving them one last chance to try to tie it and send it into overtime. Her hot shooting continues here tonight. She's 2 for 2 early on, and her 6 points has helped contribute to the 10-0 early lead that the Britons enjoy. Georgie Andrews will inbound under the basket. As we resume play here, Kalamazoo will once again face full court pressure. See if Coach Miller was able to draw anything up in the timeout to help them. Number 15, Maya Guff, dribbles it off her foot and out of bounds. Yet another turnover. Kalamazoo has yet to attempt a shot here with 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Rain Hinton has the ball at the top of the key. She looks to drive. She's able to drive it past Maya Guff and score her first 2 points of the ball game. It's now 12-0 Albion. Andrews is able to get the ball across half court. She gets it ahead. That is Isabel Clark, Kalamazoo's leading scorer, who gets them on the board for the first time in this game. Elena Welker gets it into the front court quickly. She gets it underneath to Hinton. Hinton drives the basket. She misses the shot, but she is fouled. The foul is going to be called on number 15, Maya Goff. That's Goff's first foul, the first team foul. It will send Rain Hinton to the line, where she will attempt the first free throws of the game. Hinton makes good on the first shot. She's got 3 points in the early going of today's contest. And the second made free throw makes it Albion 14, Kalamazoo 2. 8 minutes remain here in quarter number 1. Full court pressure. Kalamazoo gets it ahead. It's into the hands of Goff. She gets it over to Caitlin Tidy. Clark has it in the corner now. Cross court back to Andrews. Andrews will attempt the long three-pointer and bank it in. Not sure that's what she was intending to do, but they all count. And it is 14-5 Albion. Into the front court they come. Hinton now has the ball. Off to number 23, that's Evelyn Wishmeyer. The shot is missed, but rebounded by Andrews. And she's fouled on the play by Amanda Larson. It's Larson's first, the team's first, and Kalamazoo will inbounds from under the basket. Inbounds it comes. to Caitlin Tidy. Now it's in the hands of Isabel Clark. Kalamazoo still trying to get it across half court, now does. Into the middle it goes once again, a nice pass underneath. Extra pass back out to Clark, and she sinks it. That's 2 baskets for Clark, 4 points, and it's 14-7 Albion. Into the front court it comes. Amanda Larson drives the lane. Caitlin Tidy, that goes. And just like that, Kalamazoo is back in it. It's now 14-10 with 6:40 left here in the quarter. Wishmeyer's pass is a bad one. Stolen by Kalamazoo and brought into the front court by Tidy. Georgie Andrews drives it into the lane. Into the corner it goes back to Tidy. She'll dump it off to Goff, who will shoot it. She can't make the shot, but the rebound, which went to number 11, Sierra Frazier, is knocked loose, and Albion now has it. Elena Welker brings it into the front court for Albion. She gets a pick from Burness. Over it goes into Hinton on the block. Her shot is blocked, but a foul is called. That's going to be another foul on Maya Goff, number 15. That is her second foul. And Rain Hinton will be back at the line. We've got our first subs of the game. Entering the game for Kalamazoo are number 12, Abby O'Keefe, and number 21, Darby Scott. Into the lineup for the Albion Britons, number 11, Rebecca Ross. Hinton now 3 for 3 on free throws. She's extended the lead to 15-10. 5:58 remaining first quarter. Albion remains in the full court pressure. Albion's got number 11, Sierra Frazier trapped. She's forced to call a timeout. Kalamazoo will inbound from the sides. It's into the hands of Caitlin Tidy. Darby Scott's got it. She gets a pick, attempts to drive it into the lane, but has nowhere to go with it. Her outlet pass is tipped, but recovered by Isabel Clark. Tipped once again. The shot clock is expiring. And that is a shot clock violation and another Kalamazoo turnover. Albion's Britons will bring the ball into the front court. Once again, the ball in the hands of Elena Welker. Oh, the freshman point guard runs into Scott. She gets it into Hinton, who kicks the outlet pass to Ross, who sinks her first shot of the game. That is a 3-pointer from Rebecca Ross. And Albion sets their defense up one more time. That pass knocked out of bounds by Elena Welker. And Kalamazoo will attempt to inbounds it from just beside the scorer's table. 24 seconds remain on the shot clock. 4 seconds remain to get the ball across half court. They'll have no trouble with that as Caitlin Tidy brings it into the front court. Tidy gets the ball back, launches a 3-pointer, which is no good. On the rebound attempt, we've got a foul called. The call goes against Albion. It's on number 3, Elena Welker. She's called for a push, attempting to garner that rebound. Kalamazoo will have a fresh shot clock at 20 seconds and will inbound under their own basket. The ball comes in to Georgie Andrews, who launches a 3-pointer. Her shot's no good, but the rebound rattles around. Andrews, unable to corral it, is called for a traveling. More subs. Maya Goff comes back into the game with her 2 fouls for Kalamazoo. Albion will bring the ball up. A little slower tempo this time. The ball is in Welker's hands as she calls out a play, trying to get her teammates into the proper position. She'll get it into the hands of Hinton at the top of the key. So now over to Wishmeyer, who tries to drive baseline. Back out top it goes. Into the hands of Tiffany Burgess, who has entered the game. Hinton's shot is off base. but the offensive rebound goes to Evelyn Wishmeyer, who puts it back. That gives Albion a 21-10 lead. 4 minutes remain here in quarter number 1. The full court pressure again creates problems for Kalamazoo getting the ball up the court, but a defensive breakdown leaves number 21, Darby Scott, wide open. She sinks the three-pointer. Welker this time on the fast push up court. The ball's into the hands of Ross, and now Burgess has it. She'll give it to Hinton. Hinton's shot from the point is not much arch, but it went in. And it's 23-13 Albion, a 10-point lead once again. Ooh, number 34, Tidy, nearly traveled in the backcourt, but Kalamazoo able to get it ahead. It's in the hands of number 12, Abby O'Keefe. O'Keefe struggles. She loses it. What's the call here? Number 11, Rebecca Ross, going to get called for the foul for Albion. She's called for a push on the baseline. The shot clock will be reset to 20 seconds, and Kalamazoo will inbound from under their own basket. Some additional subs in the game. J.C. King in for Albion. And Nicole Sweetland in as well for the Britons. We've got another foul, this one on Kalamazoo. Kyla Davis, fresh off the bench, called for a bad pick, and Albion will bring the ball up. It's in the hands of number 11. That is Rebecca Ross. Ross now at the three-point line, and she sinks a second shot. Albion up 26-13, 2:48 left here in the quarter. Into the front court comes Kalamazoo. The ball in the hands of number 34. That's Caitlin Tidy, and she sinks a three-pointer from the top of the key. Back comes Albion. Pass ahead goes to number 30. That's Nicole Sweetland. Sweetland into the lane. She kicks the outlet line. Her lane cut off. It's back out top. Once again, it is Caitlin Tidy with another three-pointer, and Kalamazoo has cut the lead. It's 26-19 as we race up and down the court. We said tonight's action would likely be high scoring, and the first quarter has certainly been that. Tiffany Burgess responds for the Britons. She drives the lane, hits a short 8-footer, and makes it 28-19. Kalamazoo a little less trouble with the pressure now. Gets the ball ahead. Into the corner it goes. That's leading scorer Isabel Clark. Her shot is off, rebounded by Rebecca Ross, and Ross pushes it ahead for the Britons. Into the corner it goes to Burgess. Burgess looking for somebody into the lane. Doesn't have a teammate, so she decides to take it herself. The defense is good. The shot is poor. And Isabel Clark comes away with the rebound. She gets it once again into the hands of Caitlin Tidy. Caitlin Tidy is hot. She sinks another three-pointer. And that poor transition defense prompts Coach Doreen Carden to call Albion's first timeout. The score is now Albion 28, Kalamazoo 22. Kalamazoo on a bit of a mini run thanks to the hot shooting of their sophomore guard, Caitlin Tidy. The 5'6" sophomore out of Lawrence, Michigan, has connected on 3 long-range three-pointers here in the last couple of minutes to help Kalamazoo close the gap. They trail now by just 6 with 1:08 left in the quarter. Emily Burness back into the game, the starter, had been on the bench. She inbounds for Albion. Rebecca Ross, still in the game, will bring it into the front court. A couple more subs in the game for Albion. Madeline Stanley in the game. Nicole Sweetland has returned as well. That pass is a bad one. It ends up in the hands of Sierra Frazier, and Kalamazoo brings it ahead. Number 34, Caitlin Tidy, does it again. That's another three-pointer, and it's 28-25 Albion. 35 seconds remain. There's about a 12-second differential between the game and the shot clock at this point. Rebecca Ross attempts a shot from the corner. Her shot is long. The rebound brought down by Georgie Andrews. Ross attempts a steal, is unsuccessful. Kalamazoo gets it into the front court. Andrews is shot too long, rebounded by Ross, brought back for Albion. 9 seconds to go in the quarter. That three-pointer from Nicole Sweetland is a little bit off course. The Kalamazoo rebound will bring quarter number 1 to an end. It was a high-scoring quarter for both teams having moments of hot shooting from long range. And it is 28-25 as both teams take a needed break to prepare for quarter number 2. This pace is a quick one. We'll see if these two teams can keep it up for the duration of 4 quarters of basketball. They raced up and down the court, firing shots quickly. Nobody holding the ball in possession for anywhere near the full 30 seconds, resulting in this high-scoring first quarter. I'm too far away from my vantage point in the press box to hear what's being said in either huddle, but I can guess that Coach Doreen Carden is telling her Albion Britons to focus on defense in transition. Too many open shots in transition have enabled Kalamazoo to get hot from deep and to close what was a 13, even at one point a 15-point gap, bringing it to within 3 by the end of the quarter. Coach Carden is going to be looking for a little bit more tight defense in this second quarter. We'll see if she elects to stick with the full court pressure. Kalamazoo, who struggled initially, seemed to figure it out as the quarter wore on. Albion will inbound to start action here in quarter number 2. On the floor for the Britons are Elena Welker and Amanda Larson. Emily Barnes, Rain Hinton, and Evelyn Wishmeyer. That is Albion's starting 5 back on the court to begin quarter number 2, and the first possession of the quarter results in a foul. The foul was called on Caitlin Tidy. That is her first. Elena Welker at the line for the Britons. She misses free throw number 1. That's the first miss of the game for the Britons. Prior to that, they had been 4 of 4, all 4 by Rain Hinton. She makes good on shot number 2, giving her 3 points in tonight's contest. Albion remains in the full court pressure, and the pressure results in a double dribble called on Georgie Andrews for Kalamazoo. So Albion will take over under their own basket. Welker to inbounds. She'll bring it into Burness, who immediately attempts a 3-point shot. The shot's a little bit long. The fight for the rebound is won by Sierra Frazier for Kalamazoo, and Kalamazoo brings it into the front court. Trailing 29-25, Kalamazoo looks to get it back into the hands of Caitlin Tidy, who scored 15 points in that first quarter. The shot by Sierra Frazier is off. The rebound into the hands of Welker. Welker drives all the way up court. Nobody stops her, but her shot is off. Rebound pulled down by Sierra Frazier for Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo gets it into the front court, and Isabel Clark slows down the pace. Both teams have their original starting 5 on the floor. A nice give and go results in a easy bucket for Sierra Frazier, and it's a 2-point game. Albion hustles it ahead. Ball into the hand of Hinton, quickly into the hands of Wishmeyer. Wishmeyer drives the baseline. Her wild shot, she gets her own rebound. Her second shot attempt is blocked. There's a tussle on the floor that results in a held ball call. Albion inbounded to start the quarter, so Kalamazoo will take possession on the alternating arrow. You can begin to see the effects of the pace of this game on some of the players. Lots of hands on knees and heavy breathing as they attempt to maintain this very, very quick pace as we are into quarter number 2. The trap results in a held ball. Rain Hinton and Evelyn Wishmeyer combine on the defense, and Albion now takes over on the alternating possessions. Elena Welker brings the ball into the front court for Albion. They'll run a little motion. Emily Burness takes it down the lane. Her shot is blocked by Sierra Frazier, but Rain Hinton ends up with it, and she scores the ball. A block from Sierra Frazier is not an unexpected thing. She is second. Nope, I'm getting my statistics confused. Sierra Frazier is not the block expert for Kalamazoo College. That's Maya Goff. But Sierra Frazier has played tough defense in the lane here in quarter number 2. Another Kalamazoo turnover gives the ball right back to Albion. Into the front court comes Welker. She'll get a screen. They'll attempt to get it into Hinton down low on the block. She kicks the ball out to Wishmeyers, whose shot is short, and Goff pulls down the rebound for Kalamazoo. It's out high, drives into the lane. Her shot is off point, but she is fouled by number 10, Amanda Larson. So Andrews will go to the line to attempt some free throws. That is Amanda Larson's second foul. The first of the team in quarter number 2. Some subs. Rebecca Ross will come in for Amanda Larson as she picks up her second foul. Also into the game for Kalamazoo is number 12, Abby O'Keefe. The first free throw is no good. Andrews will get a second one. She makes good on attempt number 2, and it's now a 31-28 ball game. The long pass ahead to Hinton. Her wild shot goes off the underside of the backboard and out of bounds. It's ruled Albion's ball as the shot was tipped. Hinton having a conversation with the referee, wondering why she didn't get a foul call there. The inbounds pass comes in. Hinton has it at the top of the key. She'll drive and stick that one home. 2 more points for Hinton. She's got 12. And once again, on a made basket, Albion sets up the full court defense. Oh, the pass was tipped by Ross and almost corralled. But into the front court comes Kalamazoo. The shot was long. The long rebound, knocked out of bounds. Referees rule Hinton touched it last. So Kalamazoo will retain possession. They'll inbounds from the side. The referees gather to confer about something. Don't know if they're talking about whether or not one of the other officials had a better angle to see who might have tipped that ball out, or if they're discussing something else. We don't have a clock malfunction. And in MIAA action, we don't have the ability to go to the replay, so they will talk and confer and try to get straight whatever the concern might be. We are at the 6:52 mark. It is indeed a clock issue. I can hear the official. The shot clock did not start properly, so the shot clock will be reset to 13 seconds. We are at the 6:52 mark of quarter number 2, where we had our stoppage of play. The score is Albion 33, Kalamazoo 28. George Tidy's got the ball. She launches a three-pointer. The shot no good, but the rebound goes to Kalamazoo's Georgie Andrews, and Kalamazoo will reset. Her shot is blocked by Emily Burness. Rain Hinton corrals the rebound, and Albion looks to push. Elena Welker with the ball. Gets it to Hinton at the top of the key. Hinton drives the key, puts it right into the chest of Goff, and scores. She's got 14. Kalamazoo once again working through the full court pressure. They look to throw it ahead. And once again, Tidy has it at the 3-point line. Now it's in the hands of Clark. Clark looks to drive. She drives the lane and scores easily. Clark, their leading scorer on the season and one of the top scorers in the MIAA, has just 6 points in tonight's ball game. Albion now looks to get it inside once again to Hinton. Hinton has it on the low block. She's double teamed. She'll shoot it anyway. Her shot no good. The rebound into the hands of Abby O'Keefe. Kalamazoo trying to get it across half court. And their pass tipped by Wishmeyer. Wishmeyer gets it ahead to Welker. Welker on the break. She scores it, and she's fouled. Tidy, attempting to stop the fast break, committed the foul on Welker. But Welker strong enough to get that shot up onto the boards and in. So she will go to the line. And an attempt to finish the old-fashioned three-point play with the additional free throw. That is Tidy's second foul, so she will get a break. Into the game for Kalamazoo, number 44, Juanita Ledesma. The Welker free throw is good. She's got 6 points, and the Albion lead is back to 8. It's 38-30. Whew. Kalamazoo brings it ahead. They get it over to Frazier. Frazier attempting to find Clark underneath. Her pass tipped out of bounds by J.C. King. So Kalamazoo will set up with 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock under their own basket. To inbounds the ball is Darby Scott. Scott struggling to find somebody, gets it finally to Clark. Clark drives the lane, lays it off. Frazier's shot is no good. Hinton the rebound. And once again, Albion pushes into the front court. Nicole Sweetland drives the lane, kicks it out for a three-pointer. The three-pointer's no good. The rebound corralled briefly by J.C. King, but she commits a traveling violation, turning the ball over to Kalamazoo. They will inbound with 4:58 remaining until halftime. The Albion lead remains at 8, 38-30. Kalamazoo once again facing full court pressure in the backcourt. This time they're able to get it ahead. They get it into the hands of Frazier. Frazier is double teamed, and Rain Hinton takes it. Nice pass ahead to number 3, Elena Welker, and Welker puts it in. A beautiful feed from Rain Hinton. Pushes the Albion lead back to 10 and pushes Katie Miller, the 9th-year head coach for the Kalamazoo Hornets, to call a timeout. We will take that timeout with them and be back in 30 seconds. Welcome back to Kresge Gymnasium. We're about 6 minutes away from the start of the third quarter here as the Albion Britons play host to the Hornets of Kalamazoo College. We understand we've had some pretty significant technical difficulties throughout the first half. We apologize. Let me see if we can get you up to speed with what you might have missed. It really was a tale of two quarters in the first half, and the stats bear that out. The first quarter, a very high-scoring quarter. It ended 28-25. Both teams shot extremely well. Albion 10 of 17 from the field, including 4 of 7 from long range, and 4 of 4 from the line, so 58% from the field. Kalamazoo even better, 9 of 14 from the field, 7 of 11 from the three-point stripe, including 5 from sophomore guard Caitlin Tidy. She had 15 points in the first quarter to help keep Kalamazoo close. Albion started the game with full court pressure, in fact played full court pressure the entire first half, and it seemed to rattle the Hornets to start the game. They committed a series of turnovers in the first few minutes of the game, allowing Albion to get out to a big lead. Tidy's hot shooting from the three-point stripe and the hot shooting of her teammates helped bring Kalamazoo back to just that 3-point deficit at the end of the first quarter. The second quarter, however, not so good for Kalamazoo. They shot just 3 of 16 from the floor for 18%. They went 0 of 5 from deep, while Albion didn't shoot as well either, but shot better than that, connecting on 7 of 20 from the field, including 1 of 5 from the three-point line. Just 35%, but still double Kalamazoo's percentage. The other telling statistic from the first half of play, Kalamazoo guilty of 15 turnovers. That a high total for even a whole game, an exceedingly high total for just a half of basketball, and part of the struggle that has resulted from the full court press that Albion has played after every made basket and on every inbounds play throughout the two quarters so far tonight. Let's run through your scoring leaders. Leading the way, as I said, for Kalamazoo, Caitlin Tidy with those 15 points. She scored them all in the first quarter. Did not score at all in the second quarter. And in fact, from the best of my recollection, attempted only one shot in that quarter. She's got 3 rebounds to go with her 15 points. Behind her is team leader Isabel Clark, who scored 8 in the first 2 quarters of action. Georgie Andrews added 4 and 5 assists as well, as she was able to get it in Tidy's hands on a number of occasions. Rounding out the scoring for Kalamazoo, Darby Scott had a 3-pointer. Sierra Frazier had 2 points as well for the 32 that the visiting Hornets have here at halftime. For the home team, Albion Britons, leading the way is Rain Hinton, the team's leading scorer and the I believe 4th leading scorer in the MIAA, had 14 points in the first half, 2 rebounds and 2 assists and 2 steals as well. Overall, a very strong first half for Hinton. Behind Hinton, Elena Walker added 8 points, including a couple of free throws near the end of the half. Emily Burness had the first 2 shots of the game. She made 2 quick 3-pointers to get Albion off and running. She finished with 6 points for the half. Also scoring for Albion in that first half, Nicole Sweetland had a 3. J.C. King, Tiffany Burgess, Amanda Larson, and Evelyn Wishmeyer each chipped in 2 points for Albion. Albion, unlike Kalamazoo, who I mentioned had 15 turnovers on the half, only had 5. They also had 5 steals to help them build and then rebuild this lead that they enjoy here at the half. It is 45-32 Albion as you see the teams now back out on the court, warming up and preparing for play. Albion's largest lead, which came early in the first quarter, was 15. An 8-0 scoring run by Kalamazoo helped cut that deficit. Albion then able in the second quarter to extend back out to the lead they now enjoy. Nobody in serious foul trouble for either team. Several players with 2, but nobody picked up a third for either team. Amanda Larson has 2 for the Brits. Caitlin Tidy and Maya Goff have 2 for the Hornets. One note for Hornet fans, Maya Goff, who's currently second at Kalamazoo in career blocked shots with 96, has already picked up 2 more tonight, so she's now at 98 career block shots. She's got a little ways to go to catch all-time record leader Ashley Riley, who in her career at Kalamazoo from 2001 to 2005 blocked 137 shots. But Goff, making a name for herself on the defensive end, has 2 more fouls tonight. We are just a few seconds from play resuming. Let's get you the starting lineups to start this second half of action. Albion will start with their starting 5. On the floor for the Brits are Hinton, Welker, Burness, Wishmeyer, and Larson. Kalamazoo's starting 5 is also back out to begin this third quarter. Starting us off, Isabel Clark launches the first shot. It's a little bit too strong, and the rebound to Albion results in a 3-point shot from Amanda Larson, which is a little short. Albion's half-court defense, though, picking up right where it left off. A steal results in an easy 2-point basket for Larson. And we now have another turnover in the backcourt for the Hornets. That called a carry on Georgie Andrews, the senior guard from Ann Arbor, is turnover number 17 on the night for Kalamazoo, and Albion, with a 47-32 lead, has the ball and a chance to extend. Pass on the baseline goes to Wishmeyer. Wishmeyer's pass a little too strong for Hinton in the lane. Out it goes to Larson. Larson drives. She is blocked by Goff once again. Knocked out of bounds. Albion's ball. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. 9:06 on the game clock. Albion inbounds under their own basket. That inbounds pass ruled a kicked ball by number 30, Georgie Andrews. That will reset the shot clock to 20 seconds, and Albion will inbound once again. Tough to find somebody. Finally, Welker gets it into Burness. Burness gets it underneath, kicked back out. The shot by Wishmeyer a little long. Rebound controlled by Kalamazoo, and into the front court they come. Tidy attempts to get the ball down on the baseline to a teammate. It goes out off the knee of an Albion defender, and it will be Kalamazoo ball on the sidelines. 22 seconds remain on the shot clock as Andrews attempts to inbound. She gets it in to Clark. Clark looking for Frazier on the low block, can't get the ball in. She gives it back to Andrews, who dribbles it around to the top of the key. Her path cut off there by a good defense from Larson. Tidy's shot blocked by Welker. Welker called for the foul. She disagrees. You could hear I disagreed. But a foul is called, and Caitlin Tidy, 15 points in the first half, will go to the free throw line to attempt 3 shots. The first one's a little strong. Tidy did not attempt a free throw in the first half. She was 5 of 8 overall, 5 of 7 from the three-point line. Her second shot rims out. She looks a little bit frustrated, but she will have one more shot in an effort to cut into this 15-point Albion Britain lead. That third one's good, and Albion will bring the ball up. The ball is in the hands of number 3, the freshman guard, Elena Welker. Welker drives the lane, gets it out to Burness. Burness into the lane. She is met by 3 defenders, and she travels. Turnover gives the ball back to Kalamazoo. They'll face the full court pressure once again. Long inbound pass to Goff. Goff is grabbed by Wishmeyer. Evelyn Wishmeyer picks up a foul. That is her second foul tonight, the second on the Britons in this third quarter. Kalamazoo will inbound and bring the ball up court. Into the lane it goes to Goff, kicked out to Andrews. Andrews 3 rims out. We've got some bodies on the floor. The Albion rebound brought up court. Welker struggles with the handle, but the ball is corralled, and finally into Hinton it goes on the low block. Rain Hinton's shot bothered by number 15, Maya Goff, but she's also called for the foul. So Hinton, who was 4 for 4 from the free throw line in half number 1, will go back for 2 more shots. Hinton makes good on the first. She's got 15 points now in the contest with 1 more shot coming. That one's good too. And Andrews will attempt to inbound, and Kalamazoo clearly talked about how to handle the press at the half. They're bringing the ball up quickly. That 3-point shot from Tidy appeared to have been touched by somebody. The ball went well off course, and now the officials get together and confer and decide it is, in fact, Kalamazoo's ball on the tipped shot. They will inbound under their own basket. 23 seconds remain on the shot clock. 7:45 on the game clock here in quarter number 3. That pass into Goff. Her shot misses, but the rebound, which came down into the hands of Amanda Larson, is lost out of bounds. Elena Welker just couldn't get the handle on it, and the ball is turned right back over to Kalamazoo. The score remains 49-33 Albion. Andrews having trouble getting it in, finally gets it into Goff. Out top it goes to Tidy. She calls out a play. Andrews gets a pick, gets it back to the picker. Goff has nowhere to go with it, so they'll reset from the top once again. Shot clock is down to 9. Tidy throws it up. The wild shot comes off into the hands of Emily Burness. Burness gets the ball ahead. Into the block it goes to Hinton. Hinton shot up and good over Maya Goff. And Hinton now has 18 points. And the Albion lead has been stretched all the way out to 18 points. It's 51-33. Tidy runs the offense from the backcourt. Gets it to the top of the key. Oh, and Goff is going to be tied up there at the top of the key. She made the number 1 mistake, bringing the ball down, and Evelyn Wishmeyer could get her hands on it and tie it up. On alternating possessions, that means it's Albion ball. Inbounds it comes to Elena Welker, who brings the ball into the front court. Larson has it at the top. They're looking for Hinton inside. She's double teamed. Tries to dish it off to a cutting Amanda Larson, but the pass goes through Larson's hands and out of bounds. A Britain turnover, and it's Kalamazoo basketball. It comes into the corner, the quick trap. Isabella Clark gets the ball out quickly, and into the front court it comes. Back into the hands of Clark. She's going to launch a long 3-pointer. And despite having Welker's hand in her face, Clark, Kalamazoo's leading scorer, makes good. She's got 11 points tonight's game, still below her season average. She averages just over 16 points a contest. Burness's 3-point is a little long. Hinton can't control the rebound, but ultimately it's tipped out of bounds by Caitlin Tidy, and it will remain Albion basketball. Subs come into the game. Number 30, Nicole Sweetland, checks in for Albion, as does number 11, Rebecca Ross. The inbounds pass comes to Hinton. Her defender falls down, and that's the easiest 2 points she'll have all night. Defense in the backcourt results in a foul on number 11, Rebecca Ross, who from this vantage point looked like she was hooked, but she gets the call. And that is her second foul, and Kalamazoo will inbound once again. and attempt to get past the pressure. Darby Scott has it to Clark in the corner. Clark's shot is a little long. The weak side rebound goes to Abby O'Keefe, who puts it back up and in. It's 53-38. 5:28 remain in the contest. Wishmeyer drives the lane, dishes it off to Hinton. Hinton, with no room to work, gets the ball to Sweetland, and Sweetland drains a three-pointer. That's her second three of the game. She's got 6, and the Albion lead is back to 17. It's 56-38. Nah, that's 18. I can't do math. Clark dribbles around in the lane, nowhere to go. She gets the ball off to Darby Scott. Scott tries to drive the baseline, dribbles the ball off of her foot, or her leg. Out of bounds it goes to Albion. Some additional subs come in, and Tiffany Burgess, who just checked into the game for the Britons, will inbound under the basket. Elena Welker brings it up once again. Under 5 minutes here in the third quarter. Albion enjoys a large 18-point lead and possession of the basketball. Burgess's drive of the lane and shot is well defended and blocked by Georgie Andrews out of bounds. Albion retains possession, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Inbounds it comes to Welker. She'll set from the top. Into the lane she goes, kicks it out to Burgess. Burgess's shot no good, but Sweetland gets the rebound and puts it back. Nicole Sweetland's got 8, and the Albion lead is 20. It is 58-38. Abby O'Keefe, the shot. She attempts to get her own rebound, and she's going to be ruled to have been fouled on the play. The call goes against Elena Welker. Welker looks pretty confused as to how she got called for that foul, but she, in fact, got called for a foul. That is her third, and so she will come out of the game. Amanda Larson back in for the Britons. The inbounds pass into the hands of Georgie Andrews. Andrews defended by Larson. Cross court it goes to O'Keefe. Excuse me, that's Darby Scott. Maya Goff ends up with it on the baseline. She sinks a little 15-footer. Albion back on the push. Up court it goes. Into the lane. Number 42, Madeline Stanley couldn't corral it. She kicks it back out, and Albion will reset. Albion running a little motion. Amanda Larson will launch it from deep, and she is good. She's got 7 points in the game. Kalamazoo gets the ball into the front court and now attempts to set up their offense. Trying to get it inside to Goff, nowhere to do it. So Georgie Andrews shoots it. The long rebound goes to Goff. Goff gets it into the hands of Tidy, and Tidy hits three-point shot number 6. She's got 19 points to be the leading scorer in tonight's contest. Pocket almost picked. Into the hands of Stanley it goes. Stanley's shot is missed. Fight for the rebound ends up in the hands of Amanda Larson, and Larson puts it home to push the Albion lead back to 20 points. It's 63-43. 2:40 remains in the third quarter. Kalamazoo's. That is Tidy again from the outside. This time she's a little bit off. Larson corrals the rebound and pushes it up for Albion. Into the hands of Ross. Ross will take the three-point shot. Ross's shot is long. Madeline Stanley going for the rebound gets called for over the back. That is her second foul. That is the team's 5th in this quarter, which means that Kalamazoo is now in the bonus. So number 21, Darby Scott, will attempt the one-on-one free throws for the Hornets. Scott had a three-point shot in the first half. She makes good on the first shot. Her second one's long, and the rebound goes to Emily Burness. Burness pushes it ahead quickly. It's into the hands of JC King, who has just checked in. King's got it along the baseline. Back around the top it goes. It's in the hands of Evelyn Wishmeyer. She drives the baseline, finds Rebecca Ross in the corner, and Rebecca Ross sinks a three-point basket. Burness picks up the loose ball. Before she can get the pass ahead, she's fouled from behind. The foul is going to go against Darby Scott. That is Darby Scott's first foul, just the second of the quarter for Kalamazoo. So Albion will inbound from the sidelines. Once again, the officials get together to have a quick conversation. Wishmeyer will inbounds for Albion. Into the hands of Ross it goes, and Albion will set up a play. Ross directing her teammates. JC King now has the ball. Into the lane it goes to Burness. Burness makes a nice baseline pass. Back around top it goes. Into the lane one more time. Ross got knocked in the face. Her shot no good. But she will go to the line to shoot some free throws after being fouled by number 10, Kyla Davis. Oh, check that. They called that on the floor, so there'll be no shots. Instead, the ball will inbounds. It ends up in the hands of Emily Burness, who sinks a three-point shot. Her third three-pointer of the game. She's got 9 points. And the Albion lead has extended all the way to 26 points. There is a mad scramble on the court. They just do beat the 10-second clock to get it across. Into the hands of Isabel Clark it goes, and she sinks a three-pointer. We are under 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Ross brings it up, a little bit slower tempo. JC King with the ball, looking for someone in the lane. Her long pass to Wishmeyer, hard to corral. Back into the arms of Burness. Burness is shot a little long. Kyla Davis, the rebound for the Hornets. Georgie Andrews brings it into the front court, gets into the lane. Back around it goes to Clark, who sinks another three-pointer. 27 seconds left. It's 69-49 Albion. Isabel Clark back to her season average. She now has 17 points in tonight's game. Rebecca Ross dribbles near half court. The shot clock is off. Albion, with 10 seconds left to go, will dribble till they get to the last shot. Oh, down the lane she goes. Georgie Andrews is there. She takes the charge. Offensive foul called on number 11, Rebecca Ross. That is Ross's third foul. Just 4.3 seconds remain. Kalamazoo will need a quick shot. Tidy gets it off. It's a little bit long, and that is the end of quarter number 3. Albion, who enjoyed a 13-point lead at the half, 45-32, has a high-scoring quarter, another 24 points they put on the board. They pushed the lead out to 20 points. It's now a 69-49 Albion-Britain lead. The teams are taking their quarter break. We will take a short break with them and be back in just a moment to have all of the exciting fourth quarter action here from Kresge Gymnasium on the campus of Albion College. The buzzer has sounded, and the teams are coming back onto the court as we prepare for the fourth and final quarter of action here at Kresge Gymnasium. The women's basketball team at Albion College, as they have done all season, putting up a lot of points on the board. 69-49 our score through 3 quarters of action. Albion, with the exception of the defensive struggle at number 5 Hope on Saturday, has scored significantly in every contest so far this season, including one game where they put up more than 100 points in the game. Tonight's offensive output, not unexpected. Kalamazoo starts with the ball. The pass intended for Maya Goff on the inside results in a foul. The foul being called on number 23, Evelyn Wishmeyer. That is Wishmeyer's second foul. Kalamazoo will inbound from under the basket. The Clark three-pointer goes awry. Ross, the long rebound and outlet pass up ahead to Burness, and Emily Burness sinks it in. That's 11 points now for Emily Burness in the contest. Up ahead it goes, Isabel Clark from the three-point line. She elects to throw it inside to Sierra Frazier. Frazier's pass shot is blocked, but another foul is called. This one also called on Evelyn Wishmeyer. This is her third, her second quick foul here in the fourth quarter. This one results in free throws for Frazier. Frazier's first free throw is a little bit long. Sierra Frazier, the senior from Traverse City, one of Kalamazoo's starters, has not scored much in this game tonight, but has played very good interior defense. That just her third point on the night, but has been battling tough against Albion's front line all night. That pass into the hands of Evelyn Wishmeyer, a good three-pointer, and it's 74-50 with 9 minutes left. Kalamazoo, after facing the full court pressure, attempts to get into their offense. Just 13 seconds on the shot clock. And it goes to Frazier. She's double teamed. Back out to Clark, who uses a nice pump fake to get herself free. But her shot's no good. The long rebound goes to Maya Goff. Goff then to the block. She gets the shot off, no good. Rebound by Ross. And Albion pushes it ahead quickly. Burness at the top of the key. Over to Wishmeyer in the corner. She'll try a 15-footer from the baseline. It's no good. Into the hands of Sierra Frazier. And Kalamazoo brings it ahead, trailing 74-50 as we approach the 8-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Into the block it goes. Sierra Frazier with good low post position. Hinton unable to do anything about it once she caught that pass, and Sierra Frazier scores. She's got 5 now, and the lead is 74-52. That inbound pass intended for Hinton draws a foul on Frazier. That is foul number 1 on the Hornets here in quarter number 4. So Albion will inbound from under their own basket. Rebecca Ross will do the honors. In it comes to Wishmeyer. Wishmeyer down the lane. And she is fouled by number 30, Georgie Andrews. Andrews called for the block in the lane. The end of the third quarter on a similar play, Andrews got the charge call, but not that time. This time it'll be 2 free throws for Wishmeyer. Wishmeyer sinks the first one. She's now got 5 points. No, that's not right. She's now got 6 points. And 1 more free throw coming. Good is the second free throw. Albion's lead is 76-52. 7:45 remaining. Kalamazoo attempts to get it through the pressure. That time it's stolen by Welker. Her pass then knocked out of bounds by Caitlin Tidy, who's been the shooting star tonight for the Hornets. Albion will inbound from the sidelines. Into the hands of Welker it goes. Welker will reset. Into the lane. Her pass is stolen. Isabel Clark there to pick it off. And ahead comes the Hornets. Into Goff's hands on the baseline. Back to Clark. Clark will attempt to drive. She kicks it out to Tidy. And Tidy looked like she had another one. Goff gets the offensive rebound. And her cross-court pass is intercepted by Wishmeyer. Wishmeyer throws it ahead quickly. But Welker's shot a little too hard. Offensive rebound number 1 went to Hinton. Her shot too strong, and Burness cleaned it up with an offensive rebound and 2 more points. If you've never watched the Albion Britons women's basketball team play, you might be surprised by the pace with which they play non-stop for 4 quarters. It's full court pressure and quick transition whenever possible. That time, into the corner it went, and a 3-point shot from Isabel Clark gives Clark 20 points on the night. She's now the leading scorer for Kalamazoo. Welker's shot is a little off. Andrews the rebound for the Hornets, and they will attempt to slow it down a little bit. Good give and go gets Andrews an open shot, and it's 78-57. Albion with the big lead brings it into the front court. Down onto the blocks it goes to Rain Hinton. Hinton's turnaround shot is good. It's 80-57, and a timeout is called. Hinton, now the leading scorer for Albion, has 22 points on the contest. This 30-second timeout will give us a chance to take a break as well. Stick around. The last minutes of action here from Kresge Gymnasium promise to be interesting. Welcome back to Kresge Gymnasium here. We have 5 minutes and 39 seconds left in the game. Albion enjoys a big lead. It's 80-57. Kalamazoo inbound, trying to get the ball up court with full court pressure. They do get it across the timeline into the hands of Maya Goff, who gets it to Isabel Clark, who sets up for the three-pointer. Her shot is long. Rebound corralled by number 4, Tiffany Burgess, who is on for Albion. She checked in at the timeout, as did several of her teammates. Joining her on the floor are Elena Welker, J.C. King, Nicole Sweetland, and Mackenzie Domine. That is Sweetland from the three-point line. The rebound, Maya Goff attempted to corral it. It appeared to go through her legs, but the officials rule it was out off of an Albion player. Excuse me, they rule it out off of a Kalamazoo player, and it remains Albion's ball. J.C. King inbounds, attempts to get it to Amanda Larson, who checked back in on the whistle there. Pass was tipped out of bounds, so we'll try it again. In it comes to Sweetland. She steps back behind the three-point line and launches. Her shot just a little strong, and it goes out of bounds. Larson attempting to corral the rebound, couldn't do it, but it remains Albion's ball, and once again, J.C. King will inbound. It's into the hands of Sweetland. Out to Domine. Her three-point shot rattles around. It's no good, and I believe a foul has been called. A pushing foul is called on Amanda Larson, underneath attempting to get that rebound. That is foul number 3 on both Larson and the team in here in quarter number 4. So Kalamazoo will inbound and attempt to get it across the half-court line amidst the pressure. The ball is dribbled out of bounds, but it's off of Albion, so Kalamazoo will retain possession. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Subs now check in for Kalamazoo. Among them, number 44, Juanita Ledesma, who will attempt to inbound this pass. 4:30 remains in the game. Albion enjoys an 80-57 lead. Ledesma has the ball. She's dribbling around at the top of the circle. She now gets it into the hands of Caitlin Tidy. Tidy launches a long three-pointer that's no good. The rebound corralled by Sierra Frazier. Her shot attempt is blocked, but out of bounds it goes. The block there by number 10, Amanda Larson. Larson will check out of the game. Madeline Stanley in for the Britons, and Kalamazoo will inbound. 15 on the shot clock, 4 minutes on the game clock, and another foul has been called. Abby O'Keefe's shot attempt draws a foul on number 34, Mackenzie Domine. It's her first, the team's fourth. 2 shots for O'Keefe. The first one is no good. Second shot is up. It's a little hard. Tiffany Burgess the rebound. She will bring the ball into the front court for the Britons. Hand it off to Domine. Out it goes to Sweetland. Sweetland back to Domine. And that is good ball movement and an open three-pointer. And 3 more points for Albion. The first 3 of the game for number 34, Mackenzie Domine, the junior from Saginaw. 3-point shot attempt by O'Keefe is off. Rebound by Albion pushed ahead. Number 30, Nicole Sweetland, her third three-pointer of the game. She's into double figures with 11. And the Albion lead is pushed out to 29. It is 86-57 as we near 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 4. Ledesma has the ball now for Kalamazoo. Into the hands of Frazier it goes. She attempts to drive the block. Back out to Andrews. Andrews attempts a bit of a wild shot. Out of bounds. Oh, nope, saved. And into the hands of Domine ahead. Cross court it goes. That's Tiffany Burgess. Her shot is good. And it's 88-57. And a timeout has been called by Albion. A 30-second timeout by Coach Carden. Purpose of this timeout is substitutions with 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in the game, and Albion enjoying a 31-point lead. Coach Carden will clear the bench and put in her remaining players. And that includes number 21, Olivia Dameron, and number 20, the freshman, Sarika Finjap. Ledesma with it for Kalamazoo. Gets a pick. To the three-point line it goes. That three-pointer's a little long, and Finjap gets the rebound. Tiffany Burgess will push it ahead. Into the front court goes the pass. That's Mackenzie Domine. Back to Burgess on top. She's looking for room in the lane. Can't find it. Down onto the block it goes to Finjap. Pass into the hands of Madeline Stanley, and Stanley puts it home. It is 90-57, and we are under 2 minutes to go. Georgie Andrews, who has played this entire game for Kalamazoo, loses the handle and knocks it out of bounds. A turnover back to Albion, and just as I said that she'd been playing the whole time, Georgie Andrews is substituted for. Number 14, Katie Stamper enters the game for the first time for the Kalamazoo Hornets. Tiffany Burgess brings it into the front court for Albion. To the top it goes. They're looking for Finjap on the block. She's got it into the lane. Her hook shot is no good, but the rebound is cleaned up by Madeline Stanley. She's fouled on the putback attempt. The foul is called on number 21, Darby Scott. That is Darby Scott's second foul, and Madeline Stanley will go to the line to attempt 2 free throws. First one is up. Looked good but bounced off. She will get one more attempt. We are 1 minute and 23 seconds from the end of this game. Albion has blown it open here in the fourth quarter. It is 90-57. Ooh, that free throw no good. A scuffle for the rebound results in some players on the floor, and a Kalamazoo basketball as the ball bounds out of bounds. Up court it comes. Albion no longer playing the full court pressure with this commanding lead. Number 21, Darby Scott, manning the point for Kalamazoo, attempting to find someone on the block. No one underneath. That shot attempt by number 44, Juanita Ledesma, is blocked into the hands of Tiffany Burgess. It comes back into the front court for Albion. Burgess has Stanley at the top. Stanley is called for the travel. And that's a Albion turnover with 48 seconds remaining. Darby Scott once again running the point for Kalamazoo. They attempt to set up a play. The pass tipped away by Finjap. Ledesma has it. She picked up her dribble into the hands of number 14, Katie Stamper. Her shot is a little off and bounces out of bounds. It will be Albion ball. 25 seconds remain in what will be Albion's 9th win of the season. Enjoying a 90-57 lead, the only question that remains is the margin of victory. The shot clock is off. Tiffany Burgess is attempting to simply dribble out the clock. The pressure from Scott forces her to give it up. We are now under 10 seconds. Burgess continues to attempt to run it out. And that is the ball game. The game has come to an end here at Kresge Gymnasium. It is an Albion Britain victory, and a big one at that. Final score in tonight's contest is Albion 90, Kalamazoo 57. Once again, it is junior Rain Hinton leading the way for the Lady Britons of Albion College. She scores 24 points on the night's contest and is the leading scorer for the team that saw very balanced scoring. I believe 5 different players in double figures in tonight's contest. The offense, after a struggle at Hope on Saturday, is back on track. Albion will now take a break for the Christmas holiday. They'll head to Texas the week after Christmas to play in a tournament and be back here at Kresge Gymnasium in early January. On behalf of the Sports Information Department at Albion College and all of us here at Kresge Gymnasium, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you. We will see you at the next broadcast from Kresge Gymnasium when the Albion Britons play host to the Comets of Olivet on January 8th. Have a good night, everyone.